I mean, it wasn't my decision, so, you know, of course that's a quarterback's dream, and that's what every quarterback, thrives for is those moments. So, it wasn't me, but I was happy that Huntley got in and he handled the business. So, if anybody else would do it, it'll be him.
Guys, I've spent the last 24 hours staring at my screen, pacing back and forth, thinking about one thing, Shedeur Sanders and what just happened to him in this draft. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. What I witnessed wasn't just surprising. It felt like a robbery, a $50 million robbery. Because let's be real, when you look at the talent, the numbers, the hype, this kid was supposed to go first or second. Everybody agreed. Every analyst, every fan, every scout who's watched him said the same thing. This is a top tier quarterback. And yet, he slid all the way down to pick 188 for fifth round Cleveland Browns. Now, let me set the scene for you. The NFL draft is usually this magical moment, right? Dreams coming true, families celebrating, confetti falling. But for Shedeur, for the Sanders family, the spring of 2025 turned into a nightmare. What should have been the crowning moment of a phenomenal college career became a 3-day nightmare of silence, uncertainty, and heartbreak. And now there are whispers. No, loud discussions about legal action, collusion, defamation, long-term financial harm. People close to the Sanders camp are saying they're preparing to take the NFL and a few team owners to court. And when you really dig into it, it's a mess. Doesn't make sense on the surface. A quarterback who led the entire NCAA in completion percentage, 74.1%, who broke records, dominated headlines, and was universally recognized as one of the top 3 QBs in the country, suddenly becomes invisible. Pick after pick, round after round passed over, and the world watches stunned. Here's the truth. There's a tangled history here. The NFL protecting its own, quarterback legacies, team politics, all colliding in one weekend. And maybe, yes, Shedeur may have been on the fringe of a first-round pick. Mock drafts aren't perfect, but this was different. There's evidence, private messages, insiders talking about owners quietly advising each other to steer clear of him, citing media frenzy, branding, and even comments his dad made during Super Bowl week. Think about that. Draft position being influenced not by ability, but by perception, politics, and bruised egos. And yes, I want to be clear about one thing. This is not Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick was blackballed for standing up for his beliefs. Shedeur Sanders was humiliated, yes, but he still ended up on a team, Cleveland, that could give him a real shot. His career is far from over, but this slide, this was unprecedented. 4 full rounds of quarterbacks passed on a kid who was supposed to be a top 10 pick. Never in modern NFL history have we seen something like this. Part of it, insiders say, had to do with the combine. Teams plant mistakes during meetings to test quarterbacks. Shedeur didn't catch them. When a coach called him out, it didn't go well. Some say he may have responded in a way that rubbed certain people the wrong way. And remember, the QB market was already thin. Pittsburgh locked in Aaron Rodgers. Tennessee got Cam Ward. The options were limited. Giants, not interested. Browns, they traded out of the number 2 spot. And somehow, he ended up in the 5th round. Now let's talk about the draft party. Imagine this. Pick 144. The camera cuts away. Champagne untouched. Silence everywhere. Deion Sanders allegedly erupted afterwards, saying the league just blackballed my son. At first, it sounded like the grief of a father, but the more you think about it, the more it reads like frustration at a broken system. The NFL didn't just pass on him, they ignored him entirely for rounds that should have been his. Then there's the Giants tape saga. The New York Giants, in true Stonewall fashion, released a clipped portion of Shedeur's interview and fans erupted. Social media went wild. Did Shedeur bomb it? Did the Giants leak it to sabotage him? Nobody knows for sure, but the optics were brutal. Meanwhile, the media and fans are demanding answers, calling foul. The more they tried to bury him, the hotter his name got. And you know what? That's the thing about Shedeur Sanders. He's thriving under the heat. And the comeback story, it's real. Training camp reports just came in. Shedeur Sanders, once written off as a 4th-string QB by some, is now taking first-team reps ahead of Dylan Gabriel. Coaches are impressed. Analysts who were once skeptical, like Mary Kay Cat, are now giving him credit where it's due. She's acknowledging what everyone else is starting to see. This kid is the real deal. He's not just a backup, he's competing for the starting job. And the more he shows, the harder it is to deny. His poise, his maturity, his ability to handle the spotlight, they all add up. He's growing as a leader, not just as a quarterback. So here's where we are. The kid went through the ringer. Public humiliation, media attacks, political games, and a draft slide no one has ever seen before. Yet here he is, thriving, rising, proving doubters wrong every step of the way. Shedeur Sanders isn't just a player anymore, he's a story, a symbol of resilience, talent, and defiance against the system that tried to hold him down. And I'll leave you with this thought because it's important. The harder they tried to drag him down, the bigger he's gotten. Every clip tape, every whisper of criticism, every late round pick, it's all fuel. And by the time the season starts, he'll be ready. He's no longer just a prospect. He's a contender, a player we'll all be watching. And trust me, the story's only getting started. I have to be honest with you. I've spent the last few days just staring at this situation, trying to wrap my head around it. We are 3 days into roster cutdowns, and what just happened with Shedeur Sanders, it's the kind of move that makes you question everything you thought you knew about this team. So let me lay it out for you, straight from where I'm standing. Picture this, Adam Schefter drops a bomb that literally shakes the Browns universe. Shedeur Sanders, yes, the rookie everyone has been buzzing about all offseason, is being released, cut. And here's the kicker, they're planning to bring him back on the practice squad. Think about that for a second. The kid who came into Cleveland carrying hype, promise, and a ton of expectation is being buried and possibly resurrected in a single shocking roster maneuver. The NFL world collectively gasps. Fans are furious. Teammates are stunned. And honestly, I get it. I feel it. Because watching this unfold, you realize this isn't just a roster move. This is a statement. Now let's dig into why the Browns would make a decision that seems frankly brutal. And I don't mean just brutal for Shedeur. This sends ripples through the entire locker room, the coaching staff, and the fan base. This is about power, politics. The underdog story we thought we were watching, a fifth-round rookie fighting to prove he belongs, is now teetering on the edge of something darker, something that could redefine this season entirely. You saw him Saturday night against the Rams, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He looked like a rookie, footwork tight, reads cautious, adrenaline all over the place. But then, that moment, the pocket collapses, defenders in his face, and he slides right, threads a perfect dart through two defenders into his receiver's hands. Boom. Just like that, the stadium roars, the sidelines explode, and suddenly you remember why this kid has everyone talking. That one throw, that's Shedeur Sanders, poise, calm under fire, confidence, talent that no depth chart can ever fully capture. And yet, hours later, the front office pulls the trigger on this release. Let me tell you, this is the kind of move that splits a fan base in seconds. Is this just roster math? A calculated chess move? Or is it a sign that the Browns deep down don't believe in Sanders' future here? The narrative shifts from rookie quarterback trying to climb the ladder to a fight for survival. Cleveland isn't just telling him, you're QB3. They're telling him, we might not trust you to ever play here again. And don't even get me started on the implications for the locker room. Receivers who have felt the touch, the timing, the spark Sanders brings, stunned. Veterans who are slow to buy in, suddenly realizing this isn't about performance anymore. It's about politics, a message from above, disconnected from what's actually happening on the field. Kevin Stefanski, true to form, sidesteps the questions post-game, speaking in coach speak, but everyone sees it. The poker face, the quick exit. He knows the backlash this move would ignite. Meanwhile, the national media, oh, they've pounced. Debate shows lighting up. Analysts framing this as either a tactical chess move or Cleveland sabotaging their own quarterback. Fans on social media aren't holding back. Comments are furious. You don't cut Shedeur after that Rams performance, period. Here's the reality. The Browns are gambling with fire. By cutting Sanders, they're betting that no other team swoops in. But the NFL is watching. Scouts saw him against the Rams. Composure, highlight throws, fearless under pressure. One team's GM could say, why let Cleveland stash this guy when we can develop him ourselves? And suddenly Cleveland isn't controlling the narrative. They're handing it to the league. And the stakes for Stefanski, off the charts. Fans are questioning him. The locker room is watching. Nothing fractures a team faster than a coach who ignores the talent staring him in the face. And make no mistake, this isn't just about Shedeur Sanders. This is a reflection of the Browns themselves. Do they value politics over performance? Do they trust their own eyes? Or are they bearing Sanders because his presence threatens the comfort of Gabriel and Pickett? If Shedeur leaves Cleveland and thrives somewhere else, this decision will haunt this franchise for years. And even if he clears waivers, a quarterback like him isn't built to stay on a practice squad forever. He's built for the spotlight. He's built to rise. And sooner or later, that moment will come, whether it's in Cleveland or somewhere else entirely. So what happens now? In theory, it's simple. Release him Tuesday, clear waivers, slide him back to the practice squad. But football, trust me, is never that clean. Every team in the NFL will have a shot. And every quarterback-needy team is circling. Saints, Falcons, Raiders, Cowboys. They all see the same thing. A young, fearless QB ready to shine. And that's Cleveland's nightmare. The Browns think they can control the narrative, but here's the truth. They've lit a fuse instead. Fans are outraged, teammates are whispering, the media is circling, and every other team in the league now knows one thing: Shedeur Sanders is available. And for you watching right now, this isn't just a story to consume. This is one you can be part of. At the Huddle HQ, we're giving away a Shedeur Sanders jersey, letting fans show loyalty no matter what Cleveland decides. The giveaway ends August 28th. Hit the pinned comment, follow the steps, and you're in. No gimmicks, no scams. Just a chance to ride with Shedeur from day one, no matter where his NFL journey goes next. Cause make no mistake, the Browns can try to bury him. Critics can doubt him. But Shedeur Sanders has already proven one thing: he's not going away. And when the lights shine brightest, everyone who doubted him will be forced to face the truth. So stick with me, stay locked in, and trust me, the next chapter is going to be bigger than anything we've seen so far.